Hi everyone, it has been a very busy first half of the year with lots of graduate recruitment campaigns finishing up. David and Ali, what do you anticipate the second half of the year looking like?
Yeah, I think some of the forecasts and the market is shifting a little bit, and we'll talk to it in a couple of points. We'll talk to it from a graduate recruitment perspective, and then maybe we also break it down from an intern and VAC perspective, because there has been a shift in the market. We're expecting that 40% of the graduate recruitment market will go in the back half of the year. Ali, timelines usually see them opening applications when?
Late June, early July, and then doing the selection process August, September.
August, making offers by September. And the reason for that would primarily be to have offers out before
exams. So we want to make sure that we're having all the applicants' attentions before they get stuck into their exams, so getting them underway before then.
So whilst most, I kind of say the bigger organisations, that take on hundreds have gone in the first half of the year, there are just so many. There's an abundance of companies coming and going, hey, I need 10, 15, 20 companies that have never been, players in the graduate market. So they'll come in on the second half of the year and do their recruitment. So that's fantastic. It does have impact on some companies that might not have good engagement strategies, who have made offers in the first half of the year, who are going to probably lose their graduates if they don't engage. So if you're a grad manager and you haven't spoken to your grads, whether it's yourself or your other grads or your business, in more than 6 to 8 weeks, don't be surprised if they leave, and don't be surprised if they maybe don't show up in January, February, when you're waiting for them for induction. This is high engagement periods where we're seeing some amazing stuff. So we have a busy second half in terms of graduate recruitment. One of the biggest trends we're starting to see, Sophie, is in the intern and VAC market, and a lot of clients converting their numbers into the grad program. What have you seen?
Yeah, so a lot of companies are going out to market in probably June, July with an application process for interns and vacationers. And then once that process finishes around that September period, they kind of keep them engaged during the process and then hopefully convert them into graduates in the following year or in the next intake. So it's a really excellent opportunity to get a great pipeline of talent into the graduate program.
Spot on. So pipelining interns or VACs and having a methodology where either the managers recommend them next year to go straight on the graduate program is one thing we're seeing, or in the majority of cases, Ali, they would come into the selection process at what stage?
They would do, or it's highly recommended that they do key stages of the recruitment process, such as the psychometric testing if they haven't already done so. And then they come in through the assessment centre to see how they perform against external applicants and what is the benchmark and how do they perform in that situation. And
that's primarily usually based in the first place when they're recruiting them. Companies are aligning their recruitment process, the psych testing, video screening, assessment centres for interns and VACs to the grad process, so that then they can just convert over.
Exactly.
And we're seeing numbers of, I think the ideal number is 35%, 40% of your intake being pipeline talent, which means that for the following year, you're going out for less graduates because you've got a strong talent pool already built up that's been there for 3 months or 6 months, with a recommendation for managers. So I think that'll be one of the key shifts in the second half of the year. This whole shift to interns, VACs, to try before you buy, especially in some target areas. We're seeing, from a diversity perspective, a lot of people having very detailed conversations about the type of interns or VACs they want us to recruit, so that they are pipelining that type of talent in. So I think the summary of what's going to happen in the second half of the year is there's going to be a pretty buoyant graduate market with probably 40% of organisations and these small to medium companies going out and recruiting graduates. But the major player, I think, will be an increase in interns.
The interns and VAC programs.
With the conversions coming into their programs for the following year. So if you have intentions of recruiting your VACs or interns, start thinking about now, because you need to be ready for that July period to activate your strategy.